Yo, what's up guys? Proximitty here, bringing you a brand new video today. Today is going to be something a little bit different. Instead of giving myself some weird challenge or going for 50 kills today, I'm just going to be hanging out with my good friend and fellow YouTuber UberNick here.
Yo.
And we're going to be talking about what got us interested in doing YouTube in the first place. Oh my god, I'm getting splattered by teammates. I just got camo.
My bad.
That was your fault, you piece of shit. Yeah, I kind of want to have a more laid back feel, as I said. I don't want to like put like any crazy challenge on myself or anything. And the other day, somebody actually commented on my videos saying like, you know, like stop with all these weird challenges, just upload a gameplay. Well, I disagree with the weird challenges thing because I think those are fun and I enjoy doing them. But
that's also my entire channel.
right, like, but you know, sometimes you're right. Maybe I don't have to have some crazy agenda. But we figured that since next year, we'll talk about something so we have like a little something else going on other than us just running around shooting things, you know. Oh, let me kill this kid. Oh my god, I haven't shot a VR today, so this feels really weird. Basically, we were gonna talk about, so at this stage in the game, Nick has 19,000, almost 20,000 subscribers, and I'm about to hit 15,000. So both of us have a, you know, solid sized channel, nothing crazy huge, but pretty solid. I feel like a respectable size. And we were gonna talk about what like made us interested in getting into YouTube to begin with, and like that could go back to like when we first started watching any YouTubers and whatever like inspired us to make our own channels. And this isn't exclusive to Halo YouTube, because I feel like some of us we might have mentioned that in the past. Like what like inspired us to Halo YouTube. I think I might have. I'm not even sure if I'm being honest. But I'm talking about just YouTube in general. Dude, we're about to like straight up get a second flag already, man. We're killing it. Yeah.
You know, the other team cap, we haven't.
Dude, I wasn't trying to like, you know, run these kids over.
Cap. Dude, I'm destroying them.
See that? We're killing it. All right, well, anyways, so I don't know how old you guys are that are watching this video, but I'm 20. I'm about to turn 23 in less than a month, and then Nick you're 22, right? As well, right?
Yeah. Yes,
right.
In November.
Right. So we're both 22 years old. So I remember very vividly whenever YouTube first became a thing, which is back in 2005, right? 2005. I'm like 98% sure.
Yeah, something around that time.
I just like I might not have the exact year in my head, but I remember like being in school and like having everybody talk about this like new website that was like this like thing, this big thing, and like people started like talking about, you've seen this on YouTube, and like, yeah, that was like, you know, something that didn't exist prior to that. So that was a big deal. Anyways, I remember watching like here and there videos, like some of the classic viral videos. That was pretty much all YouTube was back in the day. Was that everybody would you know. Well, not everybody, like some people, very few people actually uploaded the website, and then some of those videos went viral, and a lot of the reason was just because there weren't very many videos on there, so it was pretty easy for things to go viral when there was only, you know, a couple hundred videos total.
Yeah, I never watched YouTube back in those days. I only started watching YouTube in like 2008-ish, so.
Yeah, I would say the same thing for me. Like whenever I started like regularly watching, it was like after HD video had already been introduced on there and things like that.
Yeah.
I was never like somebody who constantly watched it prior to that. I would like tune into like the viral videos that everybody would be talking about. Like I'm trying to think of this one. I can't remember what it's called. I remember specifically it was this guy. He's like a heavier set guy sitting in front of his webcam, and he was dancing. Numa. That was what it's called. You remember that?
I do, yeah, dude. That was the classic.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like it's just this. Yeah, this guy is chilling in front of his computer, in front of his webcam. He's just dancing to this song, this Numa song, which is like this weird song. I think it was like, I want to say it was like a French song or something. I really don't know. None of it was in English though. So like, and he's just like mouthing along the words and doing this just goofy dance. And that shit went viral, man. Like,
It actually is hilarious.
yeah, no, it's a funny video, right? Like, yeah. So that was like what YouTube was. It was like that. If you remember, like, if you guys, I'm sure most all of you know what channel Smosh is. Like, they got really big because, yeah.
Smosh was like my favorite channel for such a long
Dude,
time.
me too. Like, yeah, they got big because they did like a Pokemon lip sync for the Pokemon theme song, like forever ago on YouTube. And like even then, like when I watched it back then, I actually was like, this really isn't that funny. But there really wasn't too much on YouTube, as mentioned. That's not to discredit those guys, because those guys were really funny, and like their content that followed it was hilarious.
Yeah, if you had like an ounce of creativity back in like the early days, you could probably get somewhere pretty easy.
Yeah, no, and there's still a good amount of channels that are still around because of that. Because like you just said, right, if you had an ounce of creativity back in the day, you know, I remember Smosh was the biggest channel on YouTube when they hit 100,000 subscribers. That was like a huge deal, and now that's like you could still be considered a very small channel in some people's eyes.
No, that's so crazy to think about.
Yeah, like we would have been like huge on YouTube back in the day with like the sub counts that we currently have, but like nowadays it's like that's pretty solid, you know.
Like that's a cool channel.
Yeah.
You're doing pretty good.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys get it. I didn't really watch it regularly until about 2007, 2008, and I watched a bunch of smudge. I didn't really watch gaming YouTube, but that's because around then gaming YouTube really wasn't that big. It existed for sure, but like it wasn't like it wasn't like it is now. Like gaming YouTube now is like, I think it is the biggest part of YouTube for sure, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
The gaming YouTube, I'd say vlogging is probably biggest now, and then gaming is like very close second.
Yeah, if not the other way around. Yeah, it's something like that, because for a while I know like gaming YouTube really started popping off at the same time like PewDiePie did, and that was like 2010, 11. I want to say 11.
For him.
Yeah. And he like blew past everybody who's been there from the beginning and just passed all of them and ended up being the most subscribed channel, and he's maintained that, which is just downright impressive if you ask me. But we about to cap for the win?
Yeah.
Well, all right, we'll continue right here into the next map. So anyways, yeah, PewDiePie passed everybody and became the #1 subscribed channel on YouTube. So that's like really when gaming YouTube became like a bigger thing. But before that, it really wasn't like that. It wasn't all about the gaming. It was about like people making skits and or vlogs. But those vlogs weren't people like going around to cool places and editing it real nice. Those vlogs were literally people sitting down in front of their camera and talking about their day. That was the type of content you found on YouTube the majority of the time. And very few people like really try to like make it look really professional. Like now you see people that take YouTube very seriously, and you know,
drones out with them every day just to get cool shots.
Yeah. Like, and there's people that have like the Epic Rap Battles of History guys. Like those guys have like a whole studio and shit, and they have like legitimate costume designers and stuff. And like that's not the way it used to be, you know. It used to literally just like YouTube was just people in their house, you know, making videos. And anyways, because of that, it seemed so attainable to me, and I always thought I was a pretty funny guy, and you know, I was like, I can make a YouTube channel. Like me and
funny.
yeah, my buddies and I were like, yeah, we got this, dude. Let's make a YouTube channel, easy. And needless to say, it was a little cringeworthy, and I actually think I made my first channel. Actually, I made my first channel kind of late. And here's the thing: I feel like a lot of you guys watching this could probably at some point in your life made a YouTube channel. Maybe you run one right now. Maybe that's your third one. Maybe that's your fourth one. Maybe it's your first one. I don't know. But I feel like a lot of you guys could at one point be like, I made a YouTube channel at one point, and I'm embarrassed by it. Well, I was 15 years old when I made my first one, so I have a lot less of a, oh, I was just 9 and stupid, you know? Because like I said, I was older when this first came out. I wasn't like super old, but I was fully aware of what I was doing. So when I go back and watch some of the cringy shit, it's just like, ugh. But the thing was, like, some of my good friends and I would always we always liked making videos growing up. Even like before YouTube was a thing, even before we ever intended on doing anything with them, we just made them because we just liked making videos. It was fun to us. They were all terrible, of course. They were just us in like somebody's house, just joking around, doing something stupid. But we liked to do that, and so, you know, we were a little prepared when it came to that, and they were still terrible. But yeah, what about your first channel, Nick?
My first channel was also when I was 15, and yeah, I would watch quite a few. I would watch like montages and stuff, like Call of Duty montages, mostly back in those days, and then also like commentary people as well. And I always be like, I want to be a montager, like that's what I want to do. Like Halo montages are my favorite content to watch when it comes to Halo videos. Like montages are just my favorite thing. But I thought I'd make a channel, be a montager myself, but I didn't have like a capture card, or I didn't have like anything. I didn't even have a laptop that I could like use to record. So I would make slideshows in Microsoft, oh no, Movie Maker, sorry, of just like my favorite games. So I would do like top 10 favorite games, or like top 10 whatever. I'd just be a slideshow of my favorite.
I mean, shit, that's still that's a lot better than what I used to do.
No, and I would have like Linkin Park in the background.
Oh no, dude.
Dude, it was cringe as hell, but you know, back then, these videos were like awesome. Like if people watch this, they like love it. And then obviously over time, I'd be like, no, these are terrible. So unfortunately, they're all removed off YouTube, which I'm sad about, because guys, if you have a YouTube channel, if you're on your first YouTube channel and you think, oh, this is cringy, don't delete the videos, private them. Do not delete
Yeah,
the videos.
private them. I would definitely say it's gonna make you, when you get to go back and watch it,
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny you talk about montaging though, because that's the way I was too. I was always all about. I watched montage. I watched Campy. I watched Dutchy. I watched all these like old montages, and I loved them. And I wanted to make some myself. And whenever I used to play Halo, I used to always play to get montage clips. But I didn't have any equipment to make a montage. I didn't know the first step. I didn't know how you actually captured your gameplay. I would go back and save like my clips into theater mode, and I ended up making a montage with it years down the road because Dallas ended up getting a capture card. But like, yeah.
Funny story about my first montage.
What was it? Did you use a camera sitting on your desk?
No, I actually was, you know, not even gonna like, not to toot my own horn, but I was super ingenious when it came to my first montage. So in Halo 3, there was a thing that you could actually pay for. That allows you to download clips.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was the Bungie Prime thing, whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah, or Bungie Pro, or I can't remember what it was, but I basically discovered this, and I had clips in my channel share, and I was like, you know what? I want to make a montage so bad. Like that's like it is the one thing I want to do in my life. So I paid for this thing. I bought it, and I could download clips onto my computer. Obviously, they were terrible clips. I downloaded it, and I added them all together in Movie Maker. Movie Maker is really good these days, but like back in those days, it was terrible. It was really, really bad. So I threw these clips together, had like those terrible filters and terrible transitions, terrible video. And the song I used was Rihanna and Eminem. Love the.
Oh, Lil Way Light, yeah.
Yeah, that was my first ever montage song, and dude, I was so proud. I was so excited to upload that video. But like obviously nowadays it's terrible, but that's just that's the length I went through just to make a video, just make a montage.
I mean, hey, you got it done. You know, that's something to be proud of. Anyways, okay, so moving forward, so I made a group channel with like 2 of my buddies, and it was terrible, and we got like 50 subscribers, and it was all people we knew from school, and you know, none of them actually made fun of us. They were all like, yo, you guys are really funny, but I mean, production quality was terrible. And then I got a laptop at one point, like a year later after we started that, and we only uploaded like whenever we did. There was never like consistency for it. But you know, in our heads, we're like, yo, we're gonna be famous YouTubers, you know.
You
but
never realize how hard it's gonna be whenever you start. Because you just look at these people who are big, and you're like, I can get there, but you never realize. Oh, wait.
Exactly right. You're just like, yeah, we're gonna do it. But so then I got a laptop, and I was like starting to learn how to edit because like I never did any of the editing, and like I got some software and I started learning how to edit, and I wanted to make videos. So then I made my own channel that was like isolated from the group channel. That was like, it wasn't me leaving, but it was me just like wanting to make content, you know, on my own, because like I had the time and like I wanted to do it. And those videos were also terrible, but that channel was like a lot more successful than the previous one. That one ended up at like 300 something subscribers, which was a big deal back then for me. That was like a lot, you know. So that was like a channel that I was like really into for a while, and like I put a lot of time and effort into that, and then eventually I kind of like gave up on that. Like I used that channel up until I graduated high school, and I was like always kind of embarrassed of it because I didn't think the content was very good. But like all my classmates were like super supportive of it. They were just like, no, it's cool, and like even the ones that like didn't watch it like knew that I had a channel, and then like I uploaded to it. I don't know, man, it's weird. So I never had a gaming channel for a long time. And only after I graduated high school, one of my friends, Seth or Woxty, was like, "Yo, we should make a Let's Play channel where we just, you know, play whatever we want. We can both have the channel." He's like, "These are like getting really popular on YouTube, and like, you know, if we're just like, you know, if people like us, then they'll just watch us, and we can just, you know, hang out, play video games." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a cool idea." And I always liked the idea of YouTube, right? So I started doing that with Seth, and it did terrible, and nobody watched it, you know. And that just turned into, what that ended up turning into was like a hub for like all of like our friends to upload clips, and like we just like had a nice little place for us to all put it on YouTube. So that was like Tyler Corpsic, Big Texas, myself, and Seth, and we all would just upload, you know, if we had something good, we would just upload it on there. And like we'd be like, "Yo, did you see the new video?" And like we didn't care if anybody watched it outside of us. That was just like where we would put it, you know.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then, well, I don't know. If you wanted to catch up a little bit on your end, you can. I'll fill my spot in.
Well, as, after my kind of days of making slideshows kind of passed on, I learned the ways of Sony Vegas, and I was like, all right, I can actually make some quality videos. And then I remember whenever I actually got my first capture card, which was an HD PVR. I had it all planned out. So I got my laptop for my birthday in November, then I got my HD PVR for Christmas, and then I got fiber optic internet, I think in like October, so like just before all that. So in the like 3 months leading up to Christmas, I kind of prepared myself to be a YouTuber by getting all the equipment that I needed 1 month at a time.
You were so much smarter about it than I was, dude.
Dude, I feel like I've just kind of known how to do YouTube for a long time, but I never knew what content was right for me to make. So,
Yeah, that
like,
makes sense.
as soon as I got my HD PVR, my first ever video that I uploaded was Assassin's Creed, because I got that game for Christmas that year, and I, just recorded some gameplay just to do a little bit of a quality test, because, if you get a new HD capture card, you want to do a quality test to show off. So I did that, and then I went on and I started doing commentaries and stuff. My first ever commentary was the Easter eggs on a Call of Duty Zombies map. I didn't do Halo from the very beginning, I did Call of Duty at the very start, so I'm sorry to all of you guys. But yeah, I kind of, I did this kind of videos, and then I, did commentaries with certain subjects and topics and whatnot. And I, over the years, I just kind of realized those commentaries just aren't really my thing. I'm not one to just sit down on a microphone and talk. And it's only within like the last few years or so that I finally realized I'm, in my opinion, I'm better at doing like live gameplay stuff, and that's what's really worked out for me in the last while. So I kind of spent like 5 years doing like montages and commentaries, and now I do live gameplay where I act like an idiot and hope people enjoy it.
Yeah.
Basically, my YouTube time up to now, I've made like 10 channels in my time just because I've got bored of names and stuff. And
I've only made a few, and then like this most recent one. So the reason this most recent one happened was because like, so we had that group channel I was talking about where we just all uploaded clips, and then I actually decided to start like putting effort into videos again because like I had like free time. I just started working full time. It's about it was about September of 2015 roughly. I just started working full time. Well, I've been working full time for like 6 months at that point actually, but I really like at first when I first started working full time, I remember like thinking like I have no time to do anything, and then I kind of really got into the groove of it. So like I felt like I had a lot of time. Like I got home from work and I had nothing to do, and then like I was bored. And for a while I wasn't even playing Xbox anymore, and then I got back into playing, and then I got back into making videos because I was like really bored. But I was uploading these videos I'd put some effort into, and they were going on the group channel that was like literally, nothing on there but us just all uploading weird clips. And Dallas was also uploading like Counter-Strike videos at the time because he was playing a lot of Counter-Strike, and he was putting some effort into them. And I just knew like I didn't necessarily think that my like videos would start like getting a lot of attention, but I knew that they wouldn't do well if it was on a channel that was like one day it would be uploading Counter-Strike and one day it would be uploading Halo, So yeah. I like had a conversation with Dallas, like that channel had like 300 subs total, and like I was like, Dallas, we gotta like split off here. And I was like, I don't think it'd be fair for me to kick you off the channel and like take all the subs. So likewise, I don't really think it would be fair if I left the channel and gave you all the subs. And like it was only 300, and they weren't even winning active, but it was just like I don't know.
I just felt like why should they get it over you?
Right, exactly. So like, and like, he wasn't thrilled about it, and I remember like it was a thing, but we ended up parting from those channels and making our own separate ones, and that is when I made the one that I currently made today. I'll go into that here in a second. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna start another map, but I'll continue on. Anyway, so then I made the channel that you're currently watching right now, and I was uploading some content from MCC, which is what I was uploading on the other channel, but I decided to make it on this channel alone. Dude, you just drove over me with a war dog.
Yeah. Yep. Oh god.
I'll save you. I won't save you.
Dead.
I won't. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, so I started uploading those videos. Like I had made a few that I thought were good enough to like put on this channel, and then I like went ahead and slapped them on here. And I've been telling you, man, like I got nothing. I got nothing on this channel. I made a whole other video talking about this at one point, but then I started uploading some clips to Single Halo Clips, which is like a Halo community hub channel thing where you put like good clips. It's like a nice little place to upload it.
Just a little plug.
Oh, look at that, yeah. So yeah, like I started uploading in there, and that kind of like put some respect on my name. Now just so some people kind of knew who I was, and that got me a little bit of subscribers. I started like commenting on every single one of those Single Halo Clip uploads, like putting something really nice, and that got me some subscribers because I was just like, I don't know, people would click on my channel if they kept on seeing me showing up. And then when Halo 5 came out, I kind of slow down on the content on my channel, honestly. Like, I would make one every once in a while. But then when Halo 5 came out, I made a jump video on Fathom because I figured out how to do that top mid jump like really quickly, and so I made that. And then a whole bunch of people were trying to figure out how to do that jump properly, the one where you jump off the wall right above the water. And
I can't do it.
and I got a lot of subscribers off of that. And then I kept making jump videos, and a whole bunch of people kept subscribing because of that. And then I kind of transitioned into the content that I always wanted to make, which is like stuff like this now. So that was like my weird journey to ending up getting like an actual, you know, like what I would consider like a very, you know, active or a channel that I'm happy with, at least as far as like having like, this motherfucker, he took my rail gun. This piece of shit. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, it's funny. I remember when I was about to hit 1,000 subscribers, it was like the biggest deal to me. And like, I haven't felt any different about my channel since I did when I hit like 1,000. Like, to me, I just felt like I felt like I really like made it with this channel. And even now I'm about to hit 15,000. I still feel like the same way. Like it's never felt different, you know? I never felt like once I hit, like 10K was a huge deal to me too, but like it didn't feel different, if that makes sense. Like I always felt like I had an audience that cared, and that was really cool.
Yeah,
but
1K is kind of like
1K is a game changer, man. The cool thing is, and a lot of people don't know this, or I think some people certainly don't, Nick and I hit 1K about the exact same time. And whenever we did, we like DM'd each other on Twitter, and we were just like, or I remember Nick DM'd me and was like, yo, what's your Skype, man? And then like we started chatting via Skype because we were like,
let's get this clear. Actually, you messaged me first.
I did. Well, I messaged you forever ago, but you didn't even see the.
You
didn't see the message.
Yeah.
All right, and then you DM'd me, and then you were like, yo, what's your Skype? And then we started chatting. We were both like the same size channel. We're like, yo, we should collab and all that. And then we in the conversation, the original conversation we had, we actually said like, yo, let's like work together and grow together and all that shit. And now like, you know, both of us have over 10,000. He's about to hit 20,000. I'm about to hit 15. So like it's really cool. Yeah. It's a cool thing how it goes full circle.
Yeah, because whenever you hit 1K, that was probably when my channel was the slowest it's ever been, and then you had the massive growth spurt.
Yeah, I did. I blew up really quick.
Like, yeah, just as soon as we spoke.
Yeah, because I hit 3K like a month later after I hit 1K, and like I kept on growing, and then I actually I was bigger than you for like a year, and then only recently you've completely blown past me.
Just because I don't know, it just takes. That's the thing about YouTube. That is also good advice to anyone watching the video. YouTube is just about one good idea is all it takes, and then once you have that one idea,
you have to execute. That's important.
Yeah.
Well, I would say
everyone has ideas. It's just whether you can execute the ideas or not.
And I would say another thing about YouTube is that people, I think too many times people have this like I deserve this mindset. I'm not gonna hit these shots. I'm not gonna get the sniper kid. Wow, I just choked. All right, well, yeah, I think too many people think like I deserve a certain amount of subscribers. They look at other people who have more subscribers than them, and they're like, I deserve more than they do. And like, you can't have that mindset. Like, YouTube doesn't operate that way. Like, there's no like, if you make a video that's like this, you'll get X amount of subscribers. It doesn't work that way, you know. Like, it's all about if people dig your content or not. So like, I don't know.
Like,
you can't like, you can put all the effort in the world into a video. You can spend 1,000 hours editing a video, but like, if people like don't watch it, like that's just the way it goes sometimes, you know. I'll never forget when I grinded for like 6 months to make my VTV montage, and I edited it for like 13 hours, and then I put it up, and then the next day I uploaded a commentary, just a regular commentary. It took me like 15 minutes to make, and it blew it, like the views on the commentary blew the montage out of the water.
Yeah, that's the thing about YouTube. Like the stuff that you work really hard on most of the time, it doesn't really do that great. And then the stuff that, you know, like last minute ideas, which for me, for my channel, my experience on YouTube has been such a recurring thing. The stuff that I spend a long time on, or an idea that takes me, you know, weeks or something to make, doesn't usually do that too. But then, for example, like the ODST challenge video I made, like that day, I remember very specifically, I was desperate for an upload. I just thought I need to make a video of something, so I'll do this. I don't know how I'll do. That video got 50,000 views, and it was like a half-a-second idea. Like it's just those little things that just is what makes YouTube.
That's how it goes. Yeah. So I don't know. That's a good piece of advice there. And yeah, I don't know. I guess
go with your gut.
That's the journey, I guess. So I went from like trying to like basically copy Smosh and other channels like that to making just a gaming thing that has turned into what you guys see today. I don't know. I thought that'd be kind of interesting to talk about. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
History lesson with Prox and UberNick.
Yeah, we talk about YouTube history, dude. I'm passionate about it, and I'm happy to be in the position I am in right now, and I hope to continue to grow and maybe someday hit those huge milestones, you know what I'm saying? That would be
Yeah.
cool. I'll straight
Maybe
up
we
be.
got 20K.
I'll cry like a little bitch if I hit like 100,000. I don't even know what I do if I hit 1,000,000. Like,
100,000. I would see that if the day I ever get the plaque, if I ever get the plaque,
dude, I know. I'll straight up like. I'll break down.
God damn. That'll be one hell of a day.
It really will. All right. Well, yeah. Make sure you guys go sub to UberNick if you haven't already. Check out his channel. Link will be in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.